Hello sir, this is Group E and our project name is Blockchain Based Smart Contract for Events Logging. Here I'll give you a 2-minute brief intro to what we have done and then I'll show you our practical work approach and achievements. Starting with smart contract, we decided to work on the current problem, that is having power to alter server logs to a particular one person. In case system administrator that had played a crucial role in promptly identifying system issues responsible for business disruptions. Core concepts of our project is: first, blockchain. Blockchain is an advanced database mechanism that allows transparent information sharing within a business network. Second is smart contracts. Smart contracts are contracts that are coded and stored on the blockchain. They automate agreements between the creator and recipient, making them immutable and irreversible. And third one is Ethereum. So Ethereum, in our case, it's we are using Remix as our Ethereum IDE. So the Ethereum platform is Remix for our case. Event logger contracts. Here we, in contract role, we have defined the role for every logs and time steps. For Solidity language, Solidity language is the language written for blockchains. So we are using is in the IDE called Remix that I just mentioned. And in case of functionality, it is to get desired outcomes that we are seeking for. In project initialization, so after writing code in Solidity, it was our turn to run and compile our code. And after successfully compilation, we are going to deploy it using MetaMask Wallet, Web3.js platform, and we are using Node as our front end and backend for this code. Development environment. For the development, after compilation, we will go towards the development and we will use Truffle for the development suite for compiling, testing, and deploying, and contract directory for Solidity contract files, and will use migration for scripting. After deployment environment, we will go toward the compilation process. So after the completion of this PPT, I'll go and show all the practical approaches that we have applied. So in compilation process, what will our goal is, the goal is simple: to get the ABI and bytecode after the compilation. This ABI and bytecode will help us, and after the will help us to get attached with the Ethereum blockchain to our backend. So after the compilation process, we will go for the local testing. For local testing, now in this phase, we will test it locally. Again, to test it locally, we require ABI key, contact address, and the Alchemy API key to connect it with the Web3 platform. So after getting all of this, we will run it on the local host. So before the local testing, we will deploy it on the testnet first. After deploying it, we will grab the contract address that I'll just show you. Interacting with contracts. Okay. So before verifying and deploying, I'm quickly going to show you how we are going to do it. So in Remix Ethereum IDE, what we will do, we will create a new workspace. So we have already created a workspace named as Lambton. In that workspace, we have created two files, two .sol file, dot solidity files, test1 and test2. Test2 here is our main file. So in the test2 file, we have give it all the functionality, writing code. So we have given the functionality as address of the contract owner, mapping to store authorized users, array to store log entries, event to log when a new entry is added, modify to restrict access to unauthorized user, function to add a new log entry, create a new log entry and push it to the array, function to authorize additional users, function to revoke authorization from users, function to get the total number of log entries, and all. So after writing the code, we will go towards the compilation and run. So in the Solidity compiler, we will compile it. So after successfully compiling, we will get our ABI and bytecode here that we will copy. In my case, I have already copied it. So after doing it, we will go towards the deployment phase. For the deployment phase, we first have to connect it to the MetaMask by giving injected provider, that is web3.js platform. So we will deploy it. For deployment, we have to make a transaction, and for that we have to connect it to the MetaMask extension for the Chrome. So we will confirm it. It's taking some time. Okay, now it's done. So the transaction is confirmed, and we can see it here. The transaction is already confirmed, and after the deployment, what was our goal is to uh, get that contract address. And now here we can see the add log entry, authorized user, and all the options, get number of entries and log entries, that we can already see here. So by getting all those ABI bytecode and contract address, after that we will get the alchemy. Here in from alchemy we will get our API key. So we can get our API key, HTTPS key, and WebSocket key from here. Okay, so after getting all these three, we will go towards the node.js, and we will create a directory. In my case, I have already created a directory that I am going to show you. So I have created this directory. In this directory, I have created some files, that app, index, package, server. So app.js is our backend file. It has our JavaScript backend code. Index.html is our front end, and it has all the HTML code, HTML and CSS code. In the server, we have our server side code, and in that package.json, we have all the package and required folders, required tools. So after doing it all, we have infused our ABI bytecode, API keys, and our contact address into that app.js and that server.js. So after doing this, we will call it here, and we will start it. So after starting, we will redirect to our local host, that is localhost 3000. Now after getting the front end, we can either write something and submit, and we will get the get and post request in our terminal. What my goal is, I'm going to show you that after we run the website, we got our IP address as 192.168.56.1. So we got only one IP, because it is on our local host. If we are deploying it on the server, and if multiple users will connect to it, we will grab all the IPs here. But in my case, I'm just deploying it on my own system, that is a local host. I'm getting my IP, right? So we have done this till now. Now I'm going to the conclusion part. So as I showed you, the project is still in active development, but with future enhancement focused on scalability and user experience, we will try to maximize its utility. And upcoming iteration will incorporate advanced security features and a more intuitive interface for wider adoptions. Thank you, sir. This is Group E.